Hey, how's it going everybody? It's your pal Mega Snoop bringing you the video that maybe a lot of you have been asking for. Not like everybody, but I know this is a highly requested video for Toontown Corporate Clash. Because Toontown Corporate Clash is a good game and I'm still playing it, I'm still having fun, and I feel like if you're a fan of Toontown and you want some challenge, you should play it too. This is my opinion though. But anyway, let's get into the video. These are sound combos for Prestige Sound that people have been wanting for a while now. Now do note that all of these only work if everybody has Prestige Sound. So if you have sound, get Prestige Sound. And I know the old Toontown thing where people are like, sound ruins the game because it's the only thing everybody uses. Well, let me tell you right now, as someone who's played a lot of this game, sound is viable, but it is not the only strat. You will see that in this video, the highest level that these sound combos will work on is only up to level 17, and that's only if everybody uses their operas. And there are definitely 17 or even higher level cogs in this game. So although sound is a good strategy and you will use it often in late game, you will need to use other strategies as well. It is not the only thing you're going to use, believe me. And if you're looking for some non-prestige sound combos, all you really need to mentally know is that they took Kazoo and placed it in the bugle spot and then moved bugle up to the awooga spot and then awooga up to the trunk spot, and then they gave a new sound to trunk, and now trunk does 32 damage. And so just you can factor that in, but basically all you mentally need to know is remember your sound combos from TTR and think that the awooga is now what trunk was and your bugle is now what awooga was. So you can use 2 bugles and 2 fogs on a row of 11s, or you can use 3 awoogas and a fog on 10s and it would work just fine. But if you have sound, get Prestige Sound, please. For the love of Mickey Mouse, get Prestige Sound. So we're gonna break this down here. This is actually a chart that was given to me by my pal Ricky, who is also the community manager for Toontown Corporate Clash. And for the most part, even with all the little changes that were added into the game, this is all still accurate, and if there is any different changes, it's not going to be a lot. Like, it might be a bugle instead of a awooga in some places, but for the most part, this is what you're going to go with. So for level 7, you will use minimum 1 bugle and 3 kazoos, which you probably won't, but yeah, basically. For the level 8s, you will use 3 bugles and a kazoo, or you can just mentally think of it as 4 bugles. For level 9s, you have 1 bugle and 3 awoogas, or mentally just know all awooga. Level 10s, you have 1 trunk, 2 awoogas, and a bugle, or you can kind of think of it in terms of how it used to be on TTR, how you would use 3 trunks and a fog, now just do 3 awoogas and a trunk. The level 11's minimum damage is 3 trunks and a bugle. For level 12's, you need 4 trunks. Anything less than 4 trunks won't do it. For level 13's, you'll need minimum 2 fogs, a trunk, and an awooga. 14's is 3 fogs and a trunk. Level 15's, you need minimum 4 fogs. Level 16 is 2 fogs and 2 operas. And level 17 cogs will not be defeated with anything less than 4 operas. And those are just for regular cogs. Now for some EXE cog sound combos. These were a little tricky because I didn't find these anywhere, so I had to sit down and calculate this myself, and I hate doing work, but I did it for you guys. So here we go. We're gonna start minimum 8 because I think anything lower than that isn't necessarily that difficult to figure out. For instance, a 7 EXE has just over 100 health. 4 awoogas does you just fine. So we're going to start with 8, where it starts to get a little bit more tricky, and you can't necessarily calculate this off the top of your head. So for an 8 EXE, you're going to want minimum 2 awooga, 2 trunk. For 9 EXE, you need minimum 4 trunks. For level 10 EXE, you're going to need at least 1 awooga, 1 trunk, and 2 fogs. 11 EXE will be minimum 2 trunk and 2 fog. The 12 EXE is a minimum 2 fog and 2 opera because they have just that much health. And then for a 13 EXE, you're not going to kill it with anything less than 3 operas and a fog. You can 4 opera, that's what most people do, but just know that even if you do use 4 operas, you're not going to take out a 14 EXE. It actually leaves it with something like 4 health left. So that last battle of the front 3, don't even try to sound. It's not worth it. And I know this is a lot to take in and a lot to remember, but the more you play and the more you use it, the more it will resonate in your mind and you'll learn to remember, and when you see something come up, you'll kind of instinctively know what to use. Generally, it isn't even looking at the cog level or even noticing that it's an EXE. You just kind of look at the health amount and it kind of clicks in your brain, okay, we need to do minimum 250 damage, this is what we're gonna use. Hopefully these tips helped you guys out, and if it did, I really would like if you left a like on the video. If not, that's cool too, man. I appreciate you watching the video. Thanks for stopping in. Leave some comments in case I missed something, or if you came up with another gag combo that might have even been better. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay awesome, God bless, and peace.